sad that we're here. Sad that we're in this position. Earlier, it was said that this is not a legitimate impeachment. I guess that's something Democrats know a little bit about, and our witness just talked about the impeachment of Mr. Trump. So I disagree with that, and I take no pleasure in the significance of this effort. I've wrestled with the appropriate constitutional response to what has become a complete failure to enforce the law, to adhere to congressional directives, to secure the homeland. And the failure to secure the homeland has been so significant, so catastrophic, that Congress must use its power to provide accountability. We must be the check and the balance against such an extremely egregious breach of public trust, and that's what this is. And if not this effort, then I ask my Democrat colleagues, what effort? Where is your answer to accountability? Where is your Article 1 authorities to check the executive branch?
Will the gentleman yield to answer the question?
No, the answer from the other side simply cannot be that we're powerless. And I ask rhetorically, if not this effort, then how do we hold this failure? And you'll have your chance to wax poetic on that. Let's just go through the numbers. Fiscal 23, 27,000 pounds of fentanyl was seized. That's what was seized. That's not all that entered this country. Mr. Chairman, the Speaker of the House has put together a document, and it goes step by step for the actions the administration has taken since January 20th of 2021. President Biden terminated the national emergency at the southwest border. President Biden issued an executive order further entrenching DACA program. Biden unveiled the U.S. Citizenship Act, which would provide amnesty. The administration issued an executive order ending limitations and restrictions on immigration without certain countries associated with terrorism. Then Secretary Mayorkas delivered remarks effectively explaining the border is open for illegal immigration by stating that DHS's focus would be on processing. On and on and on. Mayorkas issued a memorandum prohibiting enforcement of immigration laws in certain areas, including schools, healthcare, and facilities. Mayorkas terminated migrant protection protocols. Mayorkas issued a memorandum that states the fact that an individual is removable alien should not be the sole basis of an enforcement action. I want to enter this with unanimous consent into the record, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to seek unanimous consent.
So ordered.
So,
What is the document?
as I mentioned, the document is from the Speaker of the House, a list of actions. If we can pause the time, please, because this is administrative. This is a list of actions that the administration has taken step by step since January 20th of 2021. And it goes in order chronologically of the actions that the administration has taken that have weakened us, including those that Secretary Mayorkas has taken.
But it's created by
The gentleman is not recognized right now, okay? And
Well, then I
his
object.
time.
I object
It's
to
his
the-
time. Okay, you
No,
object?
he's trying to
Well,
enter it. That's why I'm asking. I object to the entry of this document
So
that
you
was
dissent,
created
okay,
by-
all right. That's, we'll vote on it, I suppose?
And I'll
Then, okay. Are you asking for a vote? Unanimous consent was just disagreed to. Are we going to vote on this?
Yes.
Okay, all right, we need to clear the witnesses, get the clerks in here, and we'll vote on it.
Stop the clock also.
That's not, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, it's just, okay. My apologies, it's just objected to, and there is no vote, so my misunderstanding. Thank you. I'm assuming that's what you were going to clarify. Thank you, Ranking Member. The gentleman is recognized,
Okay, and I think
and I'll make up the
there were
time.
2 minutes and 15 seconds or 2 minutes and 20 seconds when.
You're recognized.
Thank you. Earlier this year, Director Wray sat here with Secretary Mayorkas and told this committee that there were still known and suspected terrorists at large in the United States that we knew had matched the terror watch list that came into this country illegally and that we didn't know where they were. And right next to him sat Secretary Mayorkas, and I said, what is the policy of DHS when you know that somebody matches the terror watch list? This is the reason we're having this hearing, because he could not explain to this committee that DHS actually has a policy to detain those people. He couldn't explain his policy. That's why we're here, because there are people on the terror watch list. Mr. Drummond, or Attorney General Drummond, can you tell us the extent of the damages that are being done in Oklahoma as a result of the illegal immigration, the 8 million people who have entered this country illegally?
We shut down an illegal grow every day in the state of Oklahoma, where we detain and arrest upwards of dozens of people. They're refilled the next day with those who cross the border from either in a Mexican cartel or a Chinese syndicated crime organization. It is ceaseless.
Do you believe that the Department of Homeland Security, under the leadership of Secretary Mayorkas, is upholding the laws that we currently have on the books to stop illegal immigration into this country?
I think that there is a failure to enforce the laws on parole, removal requirements, detention, and the like.
I couldn't agree more. It was earlier said that we Republicans are going to the border in polo shirts and khaki pants, or something to that effect. Well, at least we're going to the border, and at least we're asking the questions, because when you talk to the Border Patrol agents, they will tell you that there are no consequences. The consequences do not exist. Deportation doesn't exist. The catch and release policies are allowing people to flood into my community of San Angelo, Texas, Midland, and Odessa. And the fentanyl deaths alone that have been catastrophic to this country, over 100,000 people, should be the sole reason that this committee comes together. I hope that my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, when given your time, will examine the facts. The facts are that over 8 million people have come into this country illegally. The facts are that the Secretary of Homeland Security has not secured our country against terrorism, against fentanyl, against criminal gangs, against traffickers, against sex slavery, against any of it. He is complicit. In fact, he is willfully complicit, which is why he needs to be impeached. I yield back.